Am I gonna be able to?
After you put some in your mouth.
Oh
my God!
I'm gonna put my hair up for this.
How's that taste? Good and fresh?
Okay, number one, to answer, I want to be a smartass, and I was going to tell you it tastes like strength, power, gains, and growth.
Yeah.
That
means it
delicious.
tastes shit. Like
Exactly.
shit.
King, this is pretty sus, man. We're about to put balls in our mouth. What's going on?
I want you to let me know what it reminds you of.
Yeah, it looks like chicken, which immediately I am worried about because when I see that,
This looks like a kind of meat you want to cook.
it does look like
It
chicken.
is really good cooked, but raw is preferable.
Put it down there.
Oh
I'm
God,
waiting for Hasan.
You're going to love it. How much you want to bet you like this the most?
it's dripping, dog.
Get all the testicle juice down there.
So what's the benefit of eating cow testes?
It doesn't smell great.
Like supports like. That's why it's called a testicle, right? That's
No
why.
smell.
That's why a liver is called a
smells-
liver. There's
does smell.
specific peptides. There's enzymes. There's cell signal. There's all these things in here.
I'm putting it down.
Yeah. You just swallowed it. You didn't even chew it. You didn't even taste it.
Oh, that does not taste good.
Wait, he didn't even chew it, liver.
And you can do whatever. It's
I didn't
down.
know you could fucking deep throat like that. Okay, I'm gonna try it.
Ethan's mad. I'm cranked. Okay. Ethan's mad that I just destroyed that. I downed that testes like a fucking oyster, dude. Don't even give a fuck. Play with me, dude. Play with me.
A gifted sub spoiled me, so now I must sub.
Test my fucking patience with that shit. It was disgusting. It was disgusting, okay? It was disgusting. It was so disgusting. It was not appetizing at all. It just like smelled bad. Can you describe taste? I don't want to even think about it if we're being honest.
Oh, you fucking chew
Violent.
that.
Come on.
I will. I'm not a fucking subprimal
You
bitch.
chew it.
Let's
You're gonna
see.
throw up.
No way. He's got it.
Dude, that is. Oh.
You're fine. You're good to go.
Sorry about Dua Lipa.
No way. You're
what's
joking.
up?
Don't do it.
Oh,
Wait, did he?
spat it out.
Hey, you see what that says on there?
Oh, he's got a subprimal ball.
We got a subprimal
Love
spit
you,
bucket
Hasan.
if you can't do it.
Oh my God, liver.
But at least you
Yeah.
listen, you got testicle in your mouth. You done it.
That was not a great experience.
It tastes like
that I would like to
It tastes
replicate.
like fucking metal, and
It doesn't taste good.
Well, here's the thing.
I don't like that liver.
Oh, you're gonna wait for
I gotta
liver.
wash my hands.
Liver is like so. We eat a lot of liver in Turkey. My favorite food is actually kokoreç, which is sheep intestine.
Which is
it's
what?
Sheep intestine.
okay.
I love sheep intestine. It's one of my favorite things to eat.
Hell yeah.
And
How
so
do they
I'm
prepare
I'm
it?
used to eating. So obviously like super well cleaned, and then they cook it on this like spinning thing, like they do with doner, and then they'll like cut it finely with a lot of spices and onions and
sounds
peppers
delicious.
and
Yeah.
like it's really spicy. It's really fucking good. And then they just like put it in the middle of a bread that they sit underneath the fatty, like the fat dripping into it. I love it. It's delicious. Liver is another thing that we eat a lot in Turkey,
That was the
but
worst thing
I've
I've ever
never
tasted.
liked liver because I
So
think
far.
it's too like the scent and the smell of liver. I don't really like it that much.
Well, then let's get down on some liver, you guys, before it's out for too long.
I'm being straight up with you guys. That was one of the worst things I've ever tasted.
and this man eats frozen pizzas like all the time. Here you go.
Bro,
well,
that's not even
here's
true.
the thing: our palates
Champ
change.
the big
Our
three.
palates change.
Right, that's true.
And the deal is, when I started eating this way, I really, this is gonna sound very subprimal. I really didn't know how I was not going to eat some of that processed food again, like the cookies and the donuts. In fact, there was
You were
one,
missing it.
I did.
Yeah.
That was
And
the
are you
funnest
getting down on it right
podcast
now?
ever this
Yeah, I'm
morning.
getting
All right,
down on
cheers.
it. Let's
Cheers
do
to
it.
the liver.
Cheers.
Go ahead, I'll
Come
follow
on.
you. I'll follow suit. Hasan's chewing this time. He didn't deep throat it.
Yeah, it's
Really mild.
it's actually not that bad. Liver can be very.
What the fuck is that?
This right here is gonna be
Sag.
our travel blood.
Travel blood?
Yes.
That's right.
That
I
shit was
want to finish my
crazy.
point because I didn't know how
The
it was
fuck is
not
travel
going-
blood?
You
Hold
haven't
on a
had the
second.
liver. Have the liver.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
get on the liver and
Alright,
shut up
sorry.
for a second.
Okay, all right. Sorry, liver.
Because I didn't know how I was going to cut out the processed food, and there would be times I would sneak it. Nobody would see me do it because I really couldn't control it. And then over a couple of years, I have zero inclination. The palate starts to change. This stuff to me is absolutely delicious. Well, actually, the testicle's not delicious.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Oh.
It's not good.
The liver is
Okay,
definitely
thank
way
you
more
for at least
edible.
saying that. I thought I was crazy. So that tasted like shit to you too?
It doesn't
LiverKing
taste good.
podcast was
No.
great,
It doesn't
man.
taste like shit, but it doesn't taste good.
That's how the testes always taste?
You know what? Sometimes he makes testicle ceviche, and you would love that.
That's got some flavor,
I
some
would love to
zest.
say I've had liver cooked. I think weirdly enough, when you cook it, it draws more of the flavor out of it, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I had raw liver that a friend of mine prepared, identical to like a poke bowl.
Yeah.
And that was actually pretty good. It was like marinated with like some sort of, I think it was like some sort of like Korean spice. And that was actually really fucking good when I had it like that. I would rather eat it like this than cooked. I don't know why. The cooked
All right.
liver is not that good.
What's so special about liver as I eat this? Go ahead.
You're gonna
Well,
get
I'll
gout.
tell you, because this is why the name is LiverKing. Because if I can get this message out, you're gonna use a subprimal spit bucket twice. Subprimal. I wish my kids were
Listen,
here to laugh at you
Listen,
right now.
listen. There's no.
This is
I'm
my
not here to
favorite
prove
episode we've
anything.
shot so far. This
I
is so good.
I will come before you, self-proclaimed subprimal. I eat fucking GMO apples and everything.
I know that you're primal in other capacities, right? And so I know that you have it in you because
It's chewy. It's
It is.
tendony.
yeah. And what's your favorite
What the
food?
fuck is that?
Wait, you have too much stuff going on in that.
What
bag.
the fuck is that,
You're
Liver
pulling out
King?
new
Let's get a
shit.
cheers on the blood, guys.
Get
Guys,
in the blood,
you
guys.
this is too much.
Wait, hold on, let me
Cheers.
smell
Okay,
first.
well, what? Before I drink this, what the fuck is
It
this?
doesn't smell that bad.
It's travel blood.
What is travel blood?
It's blood that we travel
Here,
with.
cheer it.
It's a safe way we travel with blood that we're able to
How is it
bring
safe to
overseas.
travel with? Tell me about that process.
So we freeze dry it, and then
Love
we could bring it over,
Give
and
me
then
fucking blood.
I
So
want to. I want to
okay.
eat. I want to cheers
out
it with
any
you and drink it
parasites.
with you.
So you it's like
Just have a little sip. Come on. Just stop talking. Just do it.
I have to analyze. It's a podcast.
Oh, that's really good.
Well, see, he
It's really good.
yeah,
Is it
it's like-
seasoning?
have you ever had broth, like just raw?
No,
just
I've never
straight
had broth. Hassan.
Straight bone broth. That's what it tastes like.
No, I'm just saying it's like cold broth.
Okay, let me try it.
the
That's what it
seasoning
tastes like.
itself is like the blood. Blood has a flavor towards it. So whenever you
1
put
year of
blood or
being
whenever you put like
radicalized by
powdered
the man
kidney,
himself
cow
has
powdered
right.
liver on some meat, that
Ethan is so funny. How mad, how tilted he got was hilarious.
seasoning
It's all
itself,
that.
like it has a
You love
really.
I
good
don't want
flavor.
to. I don't know if I want to drink all of it.
Prove to me how much you love
I
it.
think a couple of sips, you're good to go.
It's like. I'm
And
not-
why do we
A true king
consume
would not
blood,
starve their
liver?
child for
We've
3
always done
days.
it, right? Since the
We
beginning
have?
of time. Listen, I want to answer the question about the liver because you asked that question. And here's the thing.
Let me cheers you while you.
If you want to be an alpha organism kicking an ass in life, right? You don't need to know about all the peptides in here. You don't need to know about the vitamins and minerals. What you need to know
That I
is
got down.
if you want to be an alpha organism,
Barely.
do what other alpha organisms do, right? If you look at killer whales, they're the ultimate predators of the sea. They rip open great white
I mean, gorillas fucking eat only vegetarian. You know what I mean? They're pretty alpha. There was a lot of
Yo,
stuff that
almost
I
a
just
year
like
with my
kind of was
Tommy Hass.
captivated by his charisma in person. That I just like didn't really think clearly on. There was a lot of crazy I mean,
sharks and they go for the liver first. Lions go for the liver first. The modern day primitive culture tribes, they go for the liver and they're kicking our ass in life. And so you want to know about all the vitamins, I can tell you that there's really unique things in here that will otherwise be absent in your diet if you don't eat liver. Liver is the most nutrient dense food that there is. You got to find it. Listen, you don't got to do this, but you got to find a way to get it in your diet.
Why'd you just do that?
It's like use a cutting board.
Ethan, we've just taken this out of our diet. In Turkey, they still do it. In a lot of other countries, we're still eating organs. We've recently abandoned the ways of our ancestors in
Look at my face. I'm staring directly at that testicle and cock.
favor of muscle meat that falls off the bone.
I just like the cooked.
What- is
stuff,
that a
that's
dick?
all. I could eat this stuff if it was.
Is that a
cooked, you know?
penis?
Think so?
What
It is.
animal's
It's-
cock are we about
don't
to
let
eat?
It's not a
perfect be
cow.
the enemy of good. If you can get this stuff in
balls.
cooked,
Yeah.
cook it up, sear it.
I just don't
put
like
the
raw
spices.
food, you know what I mean?
I mean,
Yeah.
Hasan's talking about how delicious the intestines. The cultures
Coconut
have
is
figured
really
out.
Good. Yeah, I love sheep intestine.
Bro, I'm not eating that. Fuck this.
That's a bull penis, dog. You have to. It's
why
gonna
you
make,
why you obsessed with eating dick and balls, bro?
Why not?
Okay, fair enough.
What
Good
do you
rebut.
what do you like? What are you obsessed with
by the way.
eating?
Dick and balls, bro. I like them raw in a
Well,
different form.
again, like supports like. You know, again, that's
He was talking about like how these tribes live really well, really awesome lives or whatever. I think it's like a little bit. I mean, it's he's a man of contradictions. Okay, none of it makes sense.
5 months of pure brain rot. I love your content.
Like those
sound
tribes
I
are
hate
not
for life.
fucking living life. They're not exactly living La Vida Loca. And when I brought it up, first jokingly with the anime reference, but it just in general, his response always was, "Well, they're living 20 to 30 years, while you know,
Hassle,
that's a life worth living."
"32 months. Can I get some words?"
why the tissue is called what it is.
That's sus, man.
That looks super tender.
But the thing is, it's not just dick and balls, right?
You're just gonna force us raw dick right now. We're about to eat raw.
Yo,
cock.
take me out for dinner first, man. I guess you are technically. Take me on a date first before you feed me
Hey,
your
this
dick.
is it. This is
This
it.
is our date.
Now, is that like a
Dude, that is
preserved?
way
It
too
smells
hard
like,
to
like
cut.
it's been
What's
pickled or
happening right
something.
now?
It's in pickled, yeah. So
Okay,
this-
interesting.
It is cooked because whenever you try to eat penis raw, it's soft. The
Say that
tissue-
again.
Whenever you try to eat penis raw, it's soft,
LiverKing
but
just a doo-doo butthole.
it's really hard to eat. Whenever you cook it, as soon as you put it in boiling water, it turns hard, but it's a
Yeah.
lot easier to eat. And then we pickle it
Tender.
to make it even more tender.
Yummy.
You
What do you
don't-
pickle it? What's your pickling process?
Does this taste bad?
Just vinegar and salt.
Okay.
I'll be honest, it's pretty much inedible.
Yeah. It's like gum.
And you know, I say, hey, we're going on the H3 podcast. Let's do the legitimate things, and let's do some pickled pizzle.
Bro, he was sweating too.
Like, let's have some fun.
He was sweating, dog. How can you still be eating after feasting on cock and balls all day? I needed to put something in my system, bro.
At HasanAbi, you called yourself the B-Day King when Ludwig exists.
Because I'll do it with you guys.
He cut the tip of that dickhead. Like
Yo, Lorraine
one of
Bobbitt
y'all-
be
for one of our
fucking
what?
For one of
having
our guests.
flashbacks.
I don't even know what the
So-
fuck. I don't even know what part of the cock I'm supposed to be eating raw
Just the
right
tip,
now.
bro, and
I
the
think it's a
stem.
knee.
So if you don't like the flavor of this, so do you eat it regardless because it's good for you, or do
And
you
it's
not fuck
pickled.
with
You
this?
don't like the flavor of this, even though it's
100%
pickled.
what you said. You know, like somebody sold us that we're supposed to do things that we like, eat food that tastes good, right? The
Right.
foods that are best for us probably don't taste great, right? And
Let's
then
go.
when you're eating, let's say you're eating what's your favorite food?
Definitely fermented penis for sure.
You look like the type.
Yeah.
But what really is your favorite food?
Oh, I don't know.
What's your favorite food? You got.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
why are
know.
you
I like,
dodging it? It's
no,
okay.
I'm not. I like
Frozen
steak.
pizza? Okay.
Steak.
Okay. Well, I was hoping to use another example. Let's just say for people that like donuts or for people that like crackers or whatever the fuck it is, right? How long does it take for you to devour that? Most people, it's like a minute or two, right? So you just enjoyed something that took a minute or two to do harm to you.
As is the case with everything, it's just marketing. Fad diets like Atkins, keto, fasting, all these kind of fad diets are built on the foundation of the law of thermodynamics and like pretty
Please unban
basic
me so
rules
I
of
can
calories
hide
in, calories
Love you
out.
so much. Give
Okay.
PIZ.
What his 9 ancestral principles are quite literally, and I did bring this up. His 9 ancestral principles are literally just like the most basic stuff, which is move, put yourself in like
I'd want to
physical
put here. I owe my
struggle,
life to chat.
and fucking, you know, eat dense foods and sleep well. Like you can say that that's primal. You can say whatever you want about it, but ultimately, like, those ideas are, like, the way he's saying it is just like marketing terminology. But what he's actually saying, as far as like the main principle behind those ideas, are just like, do basic shit. He's just very good at, you know, selling it.
So you're going to live in this body another 23 hours a day, right? And so I still like to eat foods that are delicious, but I'm always going to eat the foods that are the most nutritious, that's going to allow me to feel and function and be my best for most of the life that I'm living.
Got it.
So I'm okay. So I eat raw liver and raw bone marrow and raw testicle every single day.
You know, the bone marrow was
by
by far the best on there. The bone marrow was nice.
good.
It's good.
Yeah,
Very
it was
fatty.
just butter.
Look at that test
I
he's taking out
don't
there,
even
man.
know.
Staring you down, Hassan.
Yeah,
see the
it's
veins
just
on
looking
there.
right at me.
Kissed
I'm
it.
never having that ever again.
Wait, which one?
The testicle was
Okay.
not good.
How much you want to bet? We're going to do a part 2, and we'll have testicle ceviche. And how much you want to say? How much you want to bet you're going to say? I'll have seconds.
Yeah, I mean, ceviche could be good, but that's actually taking something that is like unpleasant and turning it into something pleasant. Like for me, one of the things I always tell people in my community is like, look, your diet, you have to stick to it for the rest of your life. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's a bad thing. Everything is a diet. You can have an unhealthy diet or you can have a healthy diet. And if you want to make sure that you have a healthy diet, you have to make sure that you find foods that you like that have decent macronutrients and that you can get an adequate amount of protein and feel like you are fulfilled and feel like your stomach is full. You know what I mean? Like, and what you're describing with respect to, like, you know, super carb heavy foods is just that your body processes it way faster. It doesn't fill you up in the same exact way. It's like processed sugar. All that stuff's really bad. I think you can still every now and then sneak in something if you want to. But I do think that, like, everything I do, at least I am a hedonist. Everything I do, I try to make sure that the food that I eat, I eat chicken all the time. I eat chicken every day. I love chicken.
You like chicken liver?
But I make sure that chicken is prepared in a way that is still, you know, fun to consume, because I want it to be tasty.
Sure.
So I whip it up in a way that, like, you know, I still spice it a lot and you know, make sure that it's still consumable and good.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. If you're not going to be eating this stuff in the future again, you have to get this into your lives, right? People in your community. So I tell everybody the best way to get nose to tail organ meats, go on a hunt, go establish this kind of connection with the animal and the land. You'll never look at.
God damn, Scumart is so quick with it, dude. I mean, this is pretty much what happened.
Taking an animal the same way. It changes everything. It creates a spiritual experience. If you're not going to do that, I get it. Most people won't. Go to a butcher, look another man in the eye, shake his hand, get to know where your meat is coming from. And if you're not going to do that, go to the grocery store or go to one of these online ranches, like White Oak Pasture is incredible. Piedmontese is another one. Still, people don't want to do that because they don't want to taste it. They don't want to. They don't want to procure it. They don't want to taste it. They don't want to put it down their mouth. So if you're not going to do that, that's where a supplement comes in. We've recently, over the last 100 or 200 years, we took this nutrition out of our diet to our detriment. And now we're suffering with deficiencies that are immeasurable. And so when I say take a supplement, you can take ancestral supplements, beef liver, or bone marrow.
These are your products.
This is the hashtag ad.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. No, go plug your shit, bro.
Well, again, at some point, you need to get this stuff in your life. And I always say liver is king because...
Can I examine?
100%.
And where do people buy
While you
it?
examine, I'm going to go pee real quick.
Go to Amazon.
Raised in New Zealand, grass-fed, grass-finished. This says it has asbestos in it? Just kidding.
I thought you were smart.
I'm just kidding.
Because here's the deal. You got to get this nutrition. I can't tell you how many kids today
So how do you make these?
are diagnosed and prescribed with conditions that are just nutrient deficiencies. And the mom hears from another mom that they just started giving their kid liver and bone marrow. And now that kid no longer expresses those symptoms of.
Yeah, this part I do think is like almost, I mean, this is harmful. Like, as far as
LiverKing.
there are things that he said that make sense, like, you know, don't be sedentary. Eat well. Have some fucking protein. Around.
Pogu
I agree.
27 whole months no brain rot gigahas.
Lol, no longer a wife. Christian wife. Christian mother, American business owner. Oh!
The hair is a little too good.
I have a way higher opinion of him now than I did before your interview. Wait, really?
A fucking joke, right?
Oh damn! I was like, damn, hit me up. Like I'm trying to get on the
hold on.
designer shit.
Just for fun, this will be a soundbite, and I guarantee, because this is all over the place, people really say, "Oh, here's a soundbite." Hey, you said it yourself. You said that you have ab implants, right? And they don't listen to the whole thing. Again, you're going to make
I
these
am a liver boy
accusations. I'm
now.
going to have fun with
I
it.
want to say a lot of people accuse you of taking steroids. From Joe Rogan.
Why is it harmful is true? What, you think you can fucking cure autism by eating liver as a child? Is that what you think? I mean, he wasn't even directly saying that, but
PLS unban me. I'm sorry, I will never act out of line again. Bible thump give PLZ.
I ate liver as a child and I still have autism. Boom. There you go. He never even said that. Stop throwing out BS. No, I'm responding to chatters who said that. He didn't
Unbrainy
actually
hassle.
mention like neurodivergence at all. Pretty sure my autism is here to stay. I didn't eat raw liver as a kid though, so who knows? No, I mean, there are things that he mentioned that I just don't think are true. Like, I don't think you can heal all ailments by eating liver, like straight up. Like, I just don't believe that. Okay. But there are elements of what he said that I do obviously agree with. But that's how it works. That's how it works when you're doing marketing. Okay. Elements that I do agree with, which I talked about, pain management versus like solutions. You know what I mean? Like I talked about the importance of physical therapy over just simply going the pain management route.
Eat the dick.
And I think that there is truth to that. Like, I think that there is a multi-billion-dollar industry designed around pain management. So, as unhinged as homeopathy, wait, physical therapy is not homeopathy. Physical therapy is absolutely a fundamental part of modern medicine. It's just one part that is oftentimes overlooked over with respect, because it's difficult. And for that reason, and because the other one is like an immediate solution that people are looking for, people oftentimes go with, yeah, just take this fucking drug and avoid it. Motherfucker said getting in a car, yeah. Basically, he said homeopathy, physical therapy is homeopathy. I'm not saying go to a fucking chiro, okay? I'm not saying go to a chiropractor, you fucking weirdos. I am talking about physical therapy. When you have a problem caused by a muscular imbalance, when you injure yourself, or because of your hypertrophy in certain areas where you're like literally putting yourself,
17
contorting
months
yourself
from
in
now,
a specific
patches
way when
digitally.
you're sitting in front of a fucking computer all day, every day, instead of trying to manage that pain by going and getting a drug and fucking eating a pill and then, cutting off your neural receptors or whatever the fuck it does. Okay. Like plugging your, plugging
So
your
much brain
nerve
rot, yes.
centers, your pain, where you are feeling pain, actually figuring out how to move your body in a healthier capacity and legitimately destroy that problem at its fucking core is unironically the appropriate thing to do. That shit's expensive as fuck. Yeah, so is having a drug addiction. But ultimately, my point is, regardless of how expensive it is, it's the adequate solution. Nobody goes, oh man, chemotherapy is expensive as fuck. Like, you have to take it. But our understanding of cancer treatment doesn't have that same kind of thing. Like, we have pain management, which physical therapy is supposed to be an adequate component of. And as someone who has been in and out of physical therapy because of multiple injuries throughout my fucking life, I can tell you with a certainty that physical therapy is oftentimes overlooked. And physical therapy is not a fucking natural remedy for those of you who think that it's like, homeopathic or natural remedy. No. Medication is always still a necessity in a lot of circumstances. I've never said no to medicine. I love modern medicine. My family, half my family wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for fucking insulin, dog. But having said that, I do genuinely think that doctors are way more inclined to prescribe you medication immediately. And because physical therapy is like really difficult to continue for a long period of time and you have to like build it into your regimen, oftentimes it's not even like fully covered by insurance, that people don't go that route and they just go along with the just take a pill and forget about it route, which is really fucking bad.
Hassle.
And I mentioned that as well. I talked about it because of the pharmaceutical lobby and because of the multi-billion-dollar industry that Big Pharma has created. There is a reason why doctors are, along with the other reasons I just mentioned, there's a reason why doctors oftentimes would rather prescribe you opiates than legitimately try to get you to heal your problem.
Poop.
And like, even though I went and got physical therapy when I got a laparoscopic surgery, or even before that, when I first like blew out my knee, I didn't really follow through on it a lot. And I suffered as a consequence of that. That's why I had to get laparoscopic surgery eventually. So I just want to, I want you to understand, like, you are going to probably do PT one way or the other, because you can't live with that pain for the rest of your life. This was by far my favorite.
Money. The kids go home with like $500, and
Wait, so they do draw blood?
Well, I wanted to see who was brave enough to do it. Am I gonna put a machete to their head? And I said, hey guys, here's how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna put the machete right there, right between the eyes. Boom, just like that. And then I'm gonna go like that. And whatever happens, as long as it draws blood, you get $100. And of course, I'm thinking, oh, everyone's gonna be scared out of their mind. I don't know if it was Paul or Evan Castillo, but one of them stepped up and one of them goes, I'll do it. And so I took, it was actually a massive Bowie knife. I don't know how you say it. I put it right on his head. He stayed firm. I said, make sure you brace yourself. I did the whole thing. The kid didn't move. I said, okay, you get $100 fucking bucks.
You didn't do it.
Of course I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Of course I didn't do it.
That's crazy. Okay, they are not coming back.
Money. The kids.
If I had any other disease than the ones I had, I would have never gone on pain meds offered to me.
Munching on junk food after Ian. They get it.
I mean, he's a crazy dude for sure. I mean, he's definitely a crazy dude. He has a lot of wild takes. A lot of wild takes. I got hit by a car a couple years ago and was given pain meds after surgery, but obviously had to do PT. People doing main meds permanently is insane to me. Yeah. I mean, it's just like I said, it's not as there's more coverage for the pain medication than there is for physical therapy. You're not going to get all the lessons covered. And also on top of that, you need to like keep up with it on your own, which most people don't want to do. What is this? Moments